The Niners just got humiliated at home by the Seahawks. The final score was 13-3. It was the Niners' worst offensive performance since Kyle Shanahan became the head coach 9 years ago. And they lost to Sam freaking Darnold, who was the Niners' backup quarterback just 2 years ago. Embarrassing. Now the Niners have to play a playoff game on the road next week. As of now, it's unclear who their opponent will be. With all that in mind, here are the Niners' grades for this performance. Quarterback, C-. To be fair, Brock Purdy was under pressure most of the game. His play caller was awful, his running game was non-existent, and his receivers weren't open. Most of the time, the Niners' best plays were Purdy ad-libs or scrambles. He's a good player, and he made smart decisions in this game. But he's short for a quarterback. And when a good defense contains him in the pocket, as the Seahawks did for most of this game, he simply can't see down the field. That's why he frequently scrambled out of good pockets tonight, and that's why his pass got tipped and intercepted. Mac Jones couldn't possibly have done worse. Considering he can see downfield from the pocket, he might have done even better. Running backs, F. Christian McCaffrey played like someone who needs to consider retirement. He averaged a mere 2.9 yards per carry and dropped a pass that hit him in the hands. The ball bounced to a Seahawks defender who picked it off, and that was the ball game. The Niners need to get a new running back this offseason. McCaffrey is old. Wide receivers, D. Juwan Jennings is so overrated. He's slow and he doesn't scare any starting NFL cornerback. Tonight he had just 35 yards on 6 targets. Yuck. The Niners need to let him leave in free agency this offseason. But at least he played, unlike Ricky Pearsall, who sat out with the same knee injury he's had since week 4. The Niners can't simply hand him a starting job next year. They have to bring in competition or a replacement. He's unreliable. Tight ends, F. George Kittle had just 29 yards on 7 targets. He seemed slow and he couldn't get open. The Niners should have given some opportunities to his backup, Jake Tonjes, who's healthy. He would have been a better option than Kittle in this game. Offensive lineman, D. Trent Williams didn't play and the Niners got dominated in the trenches. To be fair, at Williams' age, he probably wouldn't have changed much about the outcome. Defensive lineman, D. They sacked Sam Darnold once, which is good, but they couldn't stop the run to save their lives. Their defensive ends are awful. It's really too bad the Niners didn't trade for one at the deadline. Linebackers, D. Tatum Bethune sacked Darnold once, but neither he nor D. Winters could stop the run, and both of them left the game with lower body injuries. Now the Niners might have to play a playoff game with backups starting at linebacker. Not great. Defensive backs, C. Deommodore Lenoir said he wanted to cover Jackson Smith and Jigba man-to-man. Then Lenoir committed a pass interference penalty against Smith and Jigba in the end zone, and the Niners played zone the rest of the night. They simply don't have defensive backs who scare opposing offenses. Special teams. A. Eddie Pinheiro scored the Niners' only points. Coaches. F. Robert Saleh gets credit for giving up only 13 points, but he let the Seahawks run the ball at will. He didn't load the box consistently, which is a big reason the Niners gave up a back-breaking 19-yard run on 3rd and 17 late in the game. He should have sold out to stop the run and force Sam Darnold to make plays. Instead, he played right into the Seahawks' hands. But Saleh isn't the reason the Niners lost. No, Kyle Shanahan is. He had the worst game of his career. Nothing he called worked. And when he called a double reverse flea flicker in the second quarter, you knew he was desperate and out of ideas. No matter how well he coaches throughout a season, he always finds a way to choke at the end. Fortunately for Shanahan, he has a chance to redeem himself on the road in the playoffs next week.